But I am super excited to be here because this is my second official Dry Bar comedy special. This is my second one. I'm super pumped about that. Thank you. It came out a few years ago, and it got some views, and that's fun. And when you have a comedy special, as a comedian, you get to do nicer gigs. You get to travel a lot more. Last year, I got to go to Canada for the first time to tell my jokes in another country. That was awesome. Yeah, Canada's another country. But it was cool. But for some reason, my first week in Canada, the first day, I felt the need to tell everybody there that I wasn't from Canada, that I was from the United States. I thought that would make them be nicer to me, give me some free stuff. Instead, they just talked to me slower. It worked. I could finally understand them, so that was good. But the travel is a fun part about doing stand-up comedy. My favorite part about stand-up comedy is this is the best way to talk to strangers. There are ways not to talk to strangers. Dudes, bathroom. We don't need to have conversations. Do your business, get in, get out. Women, you do it, I can't explain it. A woman will get up from right here, at the same time another woman, strangers, they go to the bathroom, start talking. 2 weeks later, they're in each other's weddings. Dudes, we don't need to. I was at a urinal, I was peeing. Some guy walks in, starts peeing right next to me, strikes up a conversation. Like, hey, did you catch the game last night? That was uncomfortable. Like, the whole time. There was only one urinal. And I'm too nice. I'm like, yeah, I did catch the game last night. Yeah. Which is fine. I'm not a smart guy. I blame that on reading. I didn't read a lot growing up. And I don't like when people ask if you read either. They're never specific. It's never like, what's your favorite book or what's your favorite magazine? It's always condescending. Like, do you read? Like, I've done it. There's some words at me, I could probably do it again, I'm okay. I didn't read Harry Potter. I know nothing about it, I wish I did. Because all of my friends have read it, they love it, and I've got nothing to add to the conversation. I am clueless. They're just walking around, they're always like, Harry Potter's so good. It really is. What house are you? Oh, I'm a Slytherin. What house are you? Oh, me, I'm a Gryffindor. Then they're like, Lee, what house are you? I'm like, Waffle. That's not one of the houses. Because see, I grew up a church kid, and when Harry Potter got huge, we were not allowed to read Harry Potter. Book came out, every pastor, every youth pastor was like, you can't read Harry Potter, that's the devil. I'm looking at the book cover, I'm like, so this 10-year-old wimpy British kid with glasses and a scarf, that's the devil. I could take him. I'm sorry, I'm not gonna be afraid of the devil if he's a British Urkel. I'm good. But church, I loved growing up in church, but my parents who took me, godly parents, some godly parents are gonna spank, some are not gonna spank. My parents decided not to spank. Instead, they would be proactive and read to me at night. They would read to me stories from the Bible. Mainly just the story where God tells Abraham to kill his kid. You behave, but you never sleep ever again. Some are laughing, other parents are filing that away. That's a good idea, we should do that. Maybe he'll clean his room. Yeah, I loved youth group. Now, I loved it, but youth group was very strange. Strangest thing my youth group probably did, they decided to get together to form a Christian improv group. They would do Christian improv at public schools to promote abstinence. Yeah, I was in that group. I can tell you from firsthand, the best way to practice abstinence is just being in a Christian improv group. Girls weren't showing up to that. Just a bunch of us losers on stage with VeggieTale t-shirts. But 2020 was crazy. I couldn't work anymore. All my gigs were gone. I couldn't travel. I had to get a job in my hometown. And we kept things open. I mean, it depends on what part of the country you were in. Some were loose, some were not. Like Utah, you guys really dealt with COVID. I live in Tennessee. We heard about it. But I had to get a job. I got a job in my hometown working with Parks and Rec. I was going to coach a Little League baseball. First day, they decided to put me with Coach's Pitch baseball. Coach's Pitch, it's one step above T-ball. You're working with 6-year-olds, and they needed me to pitch for one of the teams. And I was in the zone. Those kids couldn't hit a thing off me. Nobody was getting hits. Nobody was getting on base. I never played that good at 6. I'm crushing it as a full-grown adult. I'm getting parents and coaches getting mad at me, and now I'm getting mound visits on the best game of my life. They're very angry, like, hey, Mr. Hardin, this is Coach's Pitch. You need to go soft and underhand so these kids can get hits. Like, are you kidding me? Because I'm leading the league in strikeouts right now. Plus, we're short-staffed. What are you gonna do, fire me? Yeah, they fired me right away. I'm not good at keeping jobs. Even my first job when I graduated college. So I graduated, and but I thought with the college degree I would get some sort of grown-up job, something boring, 9 to 5, I don't know. Best job I could land when I graduated college was an Easter bunny at the mall. And I'll be honest, this backdrop has given me some severe flashbacks to that job. They hired me. In the interview, they even said, like, well, Mr. Hardin, we'll take you, but to be honest, you're overqualified. Like, all right, is that because I went to college? They're like, no, you passed the drug test. No one's done that yet. You might have my job at the end of this. They were asking me serious job interview questions. They had their paper out, like, so, Mr. Hardin, where do you see yourself in 5 years? I don't know, Santa? Thought this job ended in Easter. I didn't know there was a 5-year plan, so. My boss was 15 years old. That got messy. Getting yelled at, like, you need to get to work on time. Like, well, then stop asking me to pick you up from school. The biggest learn about being an Easter bunny, kids do not like the bunny. Moms, you want the picture with your kid and the bunny. That kid is used to seeing a fluffy little cute bunny, goes to the mall, now it's 6 foot tall, doesn't blink. That's demonic. I had a toddler not wanting the picture with me. The mom is forcing him on my lap. The kid's already crying. Runs away, she pulls him back up. by his shirt collar, throws him back on my lap. He's kicking, screaming, crying, trying to get away. She's strong holding him on my lap. This is going on for 10 minutes. I feel so bad for this kid, I finally yell. I'm like, hey, stop it, leave him alone. He doesn't want it. But I'm in this giant bunny head, so all they heard was and they still couldn't hear me, so I finally just rip off the bunny head. They both look at me traumatized, scared to death, and that's the picture the photographer took.